What's good, y'all? Welcome back to a brand new comic reaction, latest issue number 6 of Marauders, a tie-in with Judgment Day of the Judgment Day. Alright, love this cover, by the way. Love the, I don't know, I think this is the same artist that's done all the other covers, but this one looks really good, man. Especially my girl Sada. She's looking good, bro. Alright, let's jump right in, boys. Yes, we're starting with dissection. Fantastic, fantastic, fantastic. Maybe adjust the camera a little bit. Alright, Philly. Another canvas complete. Don't look away. Gaze in. Gaze in. Share your revelson. Am I saying that right? And welcome back and be welcomed by the theater of pain. For too long I wandered, lost in a constant state of murderous rage. Brimstone love gave that rage purpose. As Scratch, I embody his teachings. For in wishing to kill everyone, I judge no one. Humans and mutants can coexist. Xavier's first dream was right, but his method was hopelessly wrong. Oh fuck! It is not more laws, it is not more rules, more laws, more civilizations that bring equality, but less. Animals have no prejudice. In the world of total ferocity, all are equal. Next page. Alright, can you face yourself? The Eternals were created by an alien space god known as the Celestials protect Earth once Earth. Okay, blah 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 blah. However, okay, that 6 was after episode 3. Aurora, Bishop, Somnus, Psylocke, Tempo, Draken, Cassandra, Nova, Lockhead, and Birdie. Alright, Celestials. What are you doing here, Pry? Really, Fabian? The Eternals are killing mutants. They wanted a new program, so they built a new god to get it. The Prognator. What could go wrong? We all found out the Prognator woke up and started visiting people, judging them, judging us, making us justify our own existence. The Eternals had already scapegoated mutants in their war against excess deviation. Attacked Krakoa, let loose their living extinction event on Arco. Aurora's all. What? You're honest? You're honest? I feel like I'm mispronouncing that. All but got the job done. Now the temple gate's in pieces. The apocalypse is still in progress. We've got mutants trapped in the altar, stranded in Legion's head. Next page. Krakoa, transit. That sounds like a rescue to me. I don't need a crone or a commodore to watch grass grow. We got a pair. We got a pair doing your job on our boat. Fabian, read the room. I can watch the gate. Shouldn't you be crying into a pillow with your crew? Those of us who face judgment are each handling it in our own way. I choose to do so by emasculating born followers with a glance. Spirit has always chosen to punish herself with your presence. Legion built the altar for healing when the gate formed. The people coming through, they'll be scarred. Cassandra and Fabiana not exactly a welcome mat. Surely that's why I've come. You're here to antagonize him. Doing great, by the way. Next page. All right, to Kate Pride from Aurora. The world around the ship is that you and Bishop have been passing notes, Captain Pride. I thought it seemed old-fashioned, especially from a man from the future. But then I realized it's like putting your money under your mattress instead of an online banking. In the world of digital access, going analog can mean security. which is good because there's a sensitive topic. The whole world's feeling what the progenitor is doing, visiting people at random and forcing them to justify their right to live, or their right to exist. Some of us might be used to doing this, even to ourselves. To rock most people's very outlook. And with Earth hanging in the balance, we can't afford to be unsteady. So that got me thinking. I've been on my own journey for a long time, finding the best way to manage my relationship with the mind and all the identities inside it since the five brought her back. I've been meeting with Birdie. I figured anyone who is used to spend their time keeping Sabertooth calm and level is ready for anything. If and she helped me, Captain Pride. She really helped. And right now, they're with the very with their very senses of self challenged by judgment God. I think maybe that's the kind of help the whole crew needs. The thing is, Bertie and I have been working for months, and we've only just cracked the surface. But I trust her. I trust the crew with her, and I think with whom we've got on this boat, we don't necessarily need months. When the Kin Crimson blew up the new Marauders, so Somnus dropped us all in his dreamscape. Our 7 minutes of air stretched into hours in the dream, and he said he could have stretched them even longer. So before we dive headfirst into battle against the Prognator, I'm not asking for much. I'm asking for 10 minutes, a 10-minute nap where we let Birdie in. Between her and Somnus, that 10 minutes can be as long as each of us need to reckon with the unpack and what the progenitor did to us. I know it might seem like the worst possible time for a nap, but trust me, Captain Pride. Give us 10 minutes, and you'll get a crew that's fitter than every, and ready to fight to the end. Next page. No, like this girl Loki looks and dresses like Carol, kind of, with the outfit and everything. She's kind of dressed. Her outfit's very similar to Carol's. Hellfire Bay. So obvious the circumstances aren't ideal. They never are. The world's still being judged. You're all reeling from all encounters. I'm sure you've all got questions. Who passed? Who failed? But that's irrelevant to me. I'm not here to judge. I'm here to help. I'm Birdie. You've heard of combat medics? I'm a combat psychologist. Used to keep Sabretooth calm as a full-time job. That's my gift, the glow. Empathy, telepathy, I, I collate thoughts, feelings, and memories to help people. Aurora and I have been working together. She thought maybe you could all use some glow. So if we're ready, I'm stepping in. Who's first? Okay, so we're starting with Bishop, it looks like. Show me what I showed you. Ugh. So I was back home at a bar with Malcolm and Randall, my old XCS crew. Where are you? And where were you? Funny thing, I always know where I am. The place and time, not a mutant talent, just a talent. The last place I wanted to be. With old friends? Why? Because it wasn't them. It was the prognator, and he knew why. Not happy to see us, Bishop? Wait, that's right. We fought together. Wasn't the foxhole we didn't fill? No, now you're Captain Commander of Garcoa. Got the keys to resurrection? But it's not for us, right? We were a team. We died fighting next to you all the time. Oh, Jesus. And you can't even save the friends who had your back? What? Two grunts aren't good enough for your utopia? What makes you so special to me? What makes you worthy of saving? And how could you possibly answer that? Easy. Told him I wasn't special. Told him the truth. I'm not waiting to resurrect Malcolm and Randall because the world's too good for them. I'm waiting because I haven't made it good enough for them. Nobody knew how I felt about the guys, Bertie. The prognator threw it in my face, and I'm sure I... No, stop. I told you, Bishop. I'm not interested in the results. You spoke a painful truth. Okay, who the hell what the fuck is this one? What realm is this? Be proud of that. My judgment started in your office, Bertie, like a regular session, but you're not my usual guy. Oh fuck. Ugh. Jeannie Marie, but I am here to evaluate your progress, all of you. Now, these are the interactive cards, a human creation. This is a set by Nesino Petir, a, prop, a prophetic mutant painter. Just choose 7 cards that you currently relate to. Those are my cards. Who is this clown? His name is Headlock. A brainwasher took over our minds years ago. Fun as it was, he didn't last long against us, but suddenly he was back. Now, with the 7 cards you chose, please justify your existence. What? After all the work you should be able to, right? Prove I deserve to live? It's okay, Jeannie Marie. You don't have to do that. Oh, Jesus Christ. Not while we're here. Damn. This withered sack thought he could replace me. He couldn't fool me. Of course he knows. Of course he knows. Even if he wanted to, our answer was clear. His was not. But thanks to you, we didn't care. Exactly. I know it hasn't been long, Bertie. Next page. But you've always believed in us. Step into the circle, Tempo. Come on. Who's stopping you? And what was stopping you? I don't think I will. Ugh. I don't think I belong there. Somehow that he knew that. Why? Who was Sam? Who was Somo to you? He's always hated that name, but this wasn't June Tenta. Tenta? He had June's face, but the real June never knew how I feel. The prognator did, and he dug the knife in. Could it be guilt? This is a place of honor, after all. You hid my truth from me and let me die. Why should you get your happy ever after? Ugh. But good or not, fuck. Jesus Christ. But good or not, celestial, eternal, I don't care. No one. Fuck. No one mocks my friends. June made his own choice. He had his own idea. What that cost him. What that cost him. Ugh. I do, Bertie. Only I do. That's how my gift works. Like I told the prognator. There's a reason I don't change the past. If you're successful, most don't even know. Most don't even know. But I always remember. But back in the Mutant Liberation Front, June and I weren't close until we were. X-Force hit the MLF raid, and Eugen kill team saw their chance, nuked everyone except us. I tried to warn June, but he demanded we change back, so we went back. June killed the Eugene freaks, saved both teams, saved Cable, and the timeline revised as if our mission never happened. Get it, big man? Only I knew June was a hero, and the next time we saw X-Force, Cable shot him in the head. Poetic tragedy. Perhaps he should have lived instead of you. How could anyone justify my life? What a load. I've got a right to live, and so does June. The prognator could judge how he wanted, but I wasn't justifying a damn thing. That's very brave. It is what it is. If we live, I'm putting my friend in for resurrection. All right, we're with Sideline now. This should be good. This should be good. Then I'm telling him, everything. Right into my. I'm pretty sure it's Mr. Sinister, actually. Yeah, it is. As responses go, it seems like yours was pretty abrupt. Yeah, just fucking psionic blade to the face. If the progenitor wanted a conversation, he shouldn't have come as sinister. But even so, he got one. Really silent. You're supposed to convince me to spare this world? You couldn't even spare your daughter, the wrath of becoming an of a of a of a becapped necromancer. I see what you mean. What a total ass. You want to know why I deserve to live? Aww. Bro, yo, this artwork, yo, that panel when she's like hugging her baby, bro, that's. Hey, yo, I might. No, I probably won't be able to fit on the thumbnail because of the fucking text bubbles. But that's a good panel. That's a good panel. Sounds like you had the answer ready. To live this life in this body is something I was long denied, and every day, ugh, I think of those still denied that, those I've lost, those I loved, and I fight in their name. Um, Matsuo, if I'm Matsuo John, I think I'm pronouncing that right. Matsuo. I feel like I think I might be mispronounced, but I think I got it. Especially John, especially her, which made the progenitor's next move quite the dagger. Which of you should I be judging, Mom? The enemy of peace or the love that transcends body and soul? Damn, the baby turned into the progenitor, bruh. That's fucked, Loki. Are you the Koana you were born as, or the one you died as? I'm so sorry, Senra. Why? I am a war captain. I led through pain. This was no different. I could not falter Birdie, so I made it very clear. The progenitor would find my justification on the battlefield, where I stand against him, until I could stand no more. You threaten a god? I spoke the truth. His actions were as instructed. One I would repay in blood. He glared in anger. Next page. Then nodded with approval. All right, John Paul Babby, Bab, I have no idea to pronounce that. Babier, I have no idea to pronounce that last name. In my bedroom, I must be dreaming. I can still see the headlines. North Star, as you've never seen him, you've never known him before. Personally, I was hoping biblically. There you were, screaming your truth on the news, uh, there was I, over the hill in the closet, brother, uncle, confirmed bachelor, living my days with half truths and my night, with half truths and my nights, one guy and one dream at a time. Seeing you be so public, I never thought we'd get that far. You were my hero. If you admire me so much, Somnus, why not come out? Why not stand up for yourself and join me? You think I don't constantly ask myself that? Back then we were fed lies by our family, our government. Lies about what strong is and what sin is. And I was scared. Scared of losing the siblings I raised, the family we built. And just as I thought maybe the risk was worth it, a virus attacked one part of who I am. Just as I started understanding that, another comes from the other parts of me, from the other part of me. So yeah, I was afraid, me and the man of another guy's dream. It must be hard to talk about that. Answer that. When I'm in someone else's dream, I'm a guest, an explorer. But in mine, I might as well be God. I control all. The progenitor came into my head, asked me why I deserve life, when I wasn't brave enough to live it in the first time. Usually I'd be nothing to him. But in my dream, I had all the power. I needed to show him the door. I didn't owe him an answer, but I'll tell you, you don't have to. I want to. I need to say it. I can't change the past, Bertie, but I am living now. I won't spend a single second of that as anyone but myself. Where are we? Shanghai Highlands. Uh, or Shinga Highlands. Always liked to hear. Still visited meditation to be truly alone. So it was hard to realize I wasn't. This is this is where you're at peace. This is where you're at peace, Deacon, where you're comfortable with your kind in your mind. Are those all monkeys? Yeah. I'm pretty sure those are all like monkeys or some breed of monkeys or whatever, of apes or whatever. Among the beasts, you weren't surprised to be arguing with yourself. It's one of my favorite sports, and that's the catch birdie. The Procnator tried to be the voice in my head. As impersonations go, it wasn't bad. Next page. Damn, he just stabbed his fucking face. But it wasn't good enough. Woof. What then? I've come. Oh no! My man went for his eye. Damn, bro. I've come. I've come to others as a lover, an enemy, a friend, whatever face cuts deepest. But you, Deacon, the face that cuts you the deepest is your own. How could such a dog possibly justify its existence? And you said? I said I'd been a dog, a hunter, a killer, just living out in the names of others put on me. Akihiro got that from being born. Deacon, a weapon that was used against me. I'm not looking for justification. I'm not looking to justify, but I'm done living those names. Fang, I earned that name. So, sure, I've killed, and I'll kill again, but it'll be for me and mine. I told him he was too late for me to say I deserved to die. He judged accordingly. I'm sure I failed. I don't care. I know my own blood. I know I owe blood. And if he or anyone else wants to collect, next page. They're welcome to try. Gah! We're out. The dream's over. I feel better. It's almost like telepathy, but more ethereal, like sense memories. Been through plenty of dreams. Never felt this good after one. You've been dreaming with the wrong people, boss. That'll be the glow. Once I felt what the Procnator showed you, I could soften it, diffuse it. We broke new ground today. The hyperbolic time therapy. Yeah, so this is like the hyperbolic time chamber. Only this time, instead of a giant room where you train, it's a therapy. Instead of training, it's for therapy. I wonder if they called that as a reference to Dragon Ball. That'd be funny if it kind of was. All right, where the fuck was I? Months of work and minutes, thanks to Somnus. And you, Birdie, whatever happens after Judgment's done, you prepared us for it. I've got my talents, Aurora, but I just drew the blueprints. You did the hard part. Next page. All right, done. Finally, I've never suffered such an agonizing weight. You were quite free to commit ritual suicide, young man. Yeah, was she telling him you could have committed senjuku? Oh my goodness! If Fabian offed himself, how could he take the credit for advocating the altar? Someday I'll force feed both of you those words. Oh my! Will you make me wear Magneto's helmet while you do so? Captain Pry, I'm here, Aurora. You felt that, right? We all did, Captain. You waited 10 minutes. You wanted 10 minutes. You got them. Cassandra and I will meet you. Good news, Fabian. The gates are about to open and the credit's yours. Next page. Assuming any of us survive. Intel's hot, Captain. We're moving on the Procnator. Good, Bishop. It's about time. Too bad you bailed. Would have loved to peek inside your leathered head. How unprecedented! A carney that begs for me, a carney that begs for the coal mine. Perpetuating scans to decrypting. The mutants are prepared for war. Of course, even as the world suffers celestial judgment. Mutant hubris all but demands an escalation of tension. Another gift to orchids. Get all the footage you can. If Earth goes on, it must be clear who brought us to the brink. Thunderbird's police assault. Birdstone loves torture cult. Nature girl nature girl's murder spree. And so another petal opens, and with it hearts and minds bloom to our causes. Mutants threaten us all with their struggle for so-called freedom. That's the truth. Oh yeah, these are definitely not supposed to look like Nazis with like the red and like the fucking, it's like like the logo on their like arms and everything. Like this looks like a dictatorship. You know what I mean? As Judas Traveler wills it. Next, the rediscovered country. Or I guess that's gonna be the next arc. From Cerberus to Captain Pride. This is the first letter I've ever written, Captain Pride, and I'm glad it's you. The Kakarian era was all but legend until for us in 2099. This is from Miguel O'Hara. To think it wasn't even 10 decades prior, and some of us didn't even think it was real. But after Krakoa's highs, decades of low followed. I suppose when the world was getting worse every day, you wanted to forget. The X-Men I left behind were finally on the verge of finding a forever home. They threw myself in the path of a sentinel to save one of our findings a forever home. I threw myself on the path of sentinel of a sentinel to save one of my own. I was ready to die for them, but it wasn't to be. Cable, my second command, was always mysterious with his knowledge. By 2099, there was no 5, no mutant resurrection. So as I lay dying, he brought me here, where I didn't have to. Now I'm living the legend. As a leader of the 2099's X-Men. Was there actually like an X-Men 2099 book? Just that when Marvel was doing all their 2099 stuff with like Miguel and everything. I don't care if that was a thing. Probably, especially back in the 90s. I looked up to you. Your uncompromising heart, your unwavering courage. I knew you and so many others here from a little more than a digital recollections, or the tales Rogue would tell us over a campfire. It's only been days, but I'm in awe of every moment here. I'm living in history and rewriting my own. And there is nowhere I'd rather do that than side by side with you. When the time is right, I know you've invited me to join the Marauders. I know I wouldn't be the only one new to Krakoa among your ranks, and you think that would help. But even if I hadn't arrived just in time for the celestial attack, I think I would still need time to not be a marauder and just to be. That said, Bishop has told me you have a problem I might be uniquely suited to solve. I'm a telepath, yes, but my telepathy is biometric. I read and record DNA, genetics, biology, along with minds. I can tune into certain extremes. You have time drives you can't open. Inside is fractured data from the last survivors of the threshold. Mutant Kai's first generation. Understandable. You'd like to get it out. I may be able to help. Right now, the five created an egg. A telepath implants a psychic back up into the body as it hatches. That is Krakoa's resurrection. I can't make an egg, and fuck. Hold on one sec. For some reason, I got ready to load the page. Where the fuck was I? Body as hats is the Krakoa's resurrection. I can't make an egg, and I don't have the capability to hold more than a few templates. But I think I can read your time drive, reassemble the pieces inside, and implant them directly into an egg. From there, all threshold survivors need to do is hatch. I can't make any guarantees, Captain, but Krakoa saved my life. It is my home. It is my home now. And if I can give back in even the smallest of ways, you can be sure I intend to do it. Next page. Alright, we have reached the end of the book, ladies and gentlemen. Anyway, guys, this was a great issue, man. I really enjoyed this one. How the other Marauders are judged, especially Psylocke. Psylocke was obviously my favorite one. That one was really good. That one was really good, man. But, yeah, man. Anyway, guys, I'm going to end this video off. Overall, I get this issue an 8 out of 10, guys. So, anyway, hope you guys enjoyed the video. Leave a like if you did. Subscribe if you're new. Follow me on Instagram and Twitter if you like it. Links in the description box below. And as always, come back for more. See you guys next time.
You